Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Precious Metals Summit Virtual Zurich, and we have now the honor and pleasure to talk to Silver X Mining from Peru. And with us here is Jose Garcia, the CEO of the company. Hey, good morning to Canada. How are you doing? Or even to Mexico, I can imagine. Mexico,
Hello,
no,
Joachim.
you're Peruvian, right?
No, I'm actually Spanish. I live in Peru. I'm based in Lima, and thank you for having us today.
Yeah, fantastic. Great to have you here. Silver X Mining, you're an interesting company. You guys are already in production. Can you give us a short overview on the company and then we dive into it?
Absolutely. Silver X is the resulting issue of a merger that took place just a few months ago. It was a merger of a private company called Latitude Silver with a public company called Oro X. And we now have created a very interesting junior that actually has very high quality gold exploration projects in southern Peru, but more importantly, a silver district scale project in central Peru. And I say this because it's quite uncommon in the junior market to have a company that is both having very exciting exploration, but more importantly, production coming through the gate. And that's what Silver X now.
Yeah, fantastic. So what is your production today? Because I saw in your press release, you were running on a 600 ton per day, and now you have the permit to expand that to 720. But longer term, you want to go to 2,500 tons per day. That's a big move, I would say.
Indeed. We just got permitted to increase our capacity by 20%, which is fantastic because in 2022, just a 20% revenue on top obviously helps drive the profitability of the company. The good thing is that despite not having a very large mine, we are not only offsetting all of our costs, making sure that investors' money goes on growth or get invested into growth items, but actually that we're having profitability. That means that we can grow organically. So this district scale is going to grow on its own. When we say that we're going to go beyond the 2,000 tons a day, is because we have several projects within the district, particularly two. At the moment, we're focusing on the project that we call Tangana, which is growing very rapidly. But as soon as it reaches full capacity, which is happening now, almost now, we're going to switch our attention to the second project that we call Esperanza. Our processing facilities are centrally located. So basically, we're having two building blocks, one on top of each other. We're going to increase capacity, but more importantly, we anticipate lots of exploration success. Therefore, with our resource increase, we need to increase the throughput overall.
Absolutely. Great. So it looks like a staged and phased operation. So now the 720 tons per day, do you have all the equipment in place, or do you still have to invest money? How does it work? And how many ounces you will produce this year? Call it silver equivalent if you want.
Of course, we have our processing facilities in place. It's a very standard flotation plant. We produce two products, a silver and lead concentrate and a zinc concentrate. We have all the infrastructure. We are connected to the grid. Okay. We are now implementing that step change from 600 to 720. So the plant is fully operational at a full capacity before year ends. Also, on the mine, we are obviously deploying some money, let's say some capex, to grow the operations. Okay, and from this point onwards, the mine will pay for its own sustaining capex. Okay, so in the scope of things, the project is funded, it's been delivered. Okay, for future growth projects, whether that's increasing the plant to 2,000 tons a day, or whether that's increasing the mine capacity, we might require some more capex, but the overall project is meant to grow on its own again.
When you say you require some more capex, would that mean you need, let's say, a little bit of a bank loan, for example? Because I assume we are not talking about 50 or 100 million dollar. It's maybe more in the order below 50 million. Or can you finance that out of the cash flow you are already producing?
Ideally, we would finance that out of the cash flow. Okay, if we actually had a capex requirement, we would get a project finance somewhere down the road. So the idea is a clear idea that we are not raising any further equity for this project.
Okay, that is super. Perfect. Then I saw also in one of your press releases from 2nd November, you had some very good really exploration success, I would say, like with 1,300 grams silver equivalent, average grade 236 grams silver equivalent from all channel samples, for example. Can you elaborate, please, about your exploration and maybe also resulting then in future mine life?
Absolutely. Our Tangana mine or our Tangana project is a very large epithermal system consisting of several veins. Those veins actually bring silver, lead, zinc, copper, and gold. Okay. Grades are good, as you can see on the news releases, but we're actually exploring that on two fronts. Of course, we are doing the surface channel sampling, so confirming the veins on a strike, very good widths, and actually, more importantly, very good grades. And also, we are doing very fast track mine development. So we are mining underground and we are drilling underground. That takes time because building the infrastructure is not something you do overnight, okay? But we are combining those two aspects, okay? So the idea overall with those good grades is that Tangana, we confirm the hypothesis that Tangana is a very profitable system, is a very profitable mine. Having said that, it's obviously, as I said, a very large system, okay, and more than veins will be targeting other sort of projects, okay. It's too early to talk about that, but we believe that there is ideas or there is high, potential for much larger tonnage in the system.
Okay, super. Where do you see your AISC then? Let's say for this year, and what do you think you can achieve for next year?
Actually, this year we are going to close 2021 with overall sales of concentrates in excess of $14 million, okay? But for 2022, we are targeting double that amount, okay? Why is that? We anticipate a year at full capacity with better grades and, more importantly, at full speed, better organized, lower cost as well. So it's both larger revenues, but higher profitability as well.
Okay. Let's come to your Coriorco. I hope I said that correct, gold project. What is going on there? Is this like, let's say, for future expansion, future of the company?
Coriorco and Las Santas are a very good, high-grade, low sulfidation gold target, okay? That project was in the hands of Hochschild Mining in the past, then Titan Minerals before they left the country to go to Ecuador, and now it's with us. It's high grade, as you can see on the surface sampling, but more importantly, we anticipate a bulk tonnage target, okay? So we are in very good standings with the community. There is lots of geological work done in the past. In 2022, we're going to do geophysics, and we are meant to be drilling that. Not sure it's going to be Q2 or Q3, but we seriously believe that Coriorco is going to be a very good complement to our Recuperada district project, okay? In terms of news releases, in terms of great news for our investors. So we are really happy with our portfolio at this point in time.
Super. And this project you want to bring then also in production? Because what I did not see, how far is it away from your other already producing project?
We're going to be looking at any opportunity to accelerate, to fast track the production in Coriorco as well. For the time being, I think for the next couple of years, it's going to be just exploration, okay? If there is a chance to build a small tonnage processing facility sooner or later, we will do it, okay? But at the moment, we're going to focus on both exploration, but also consolidation of the district, as that is all the targets in the neighborhood that we like.
Okay, super. Then let's talk a little bit about finances. What is like today cash in the bank? What is the debt situation? Meaning, how healthy is the balance sheet?
Actually, we raised $14 million on the going public. Actually, that was early July. We've been deploying some of that money in exploration and mine capex as well. Today, we have approximately $9 million in the bank, okay? So we're in a healthy position. As I said earlier on, we are good for the next year in terms of developing our district, okay? And we don't require more capex, okay? In terms of the balance sheet, the company's got some debt from the past, but actually the debt that we have on the overall company is even smaller than the money that the money we raised in the past. So the overall situation is really good.
Okay, so the financial situation is safe and sound, I would say, as you have more cash than debt. This is always good and appreciated. Who are your largest shareholders? And very important, what is management share in the company?
Actually, today, management accounts for more than 30%
Wow.
of the equity of the company, including myself and a founding partner, Sebastian Ball, as the two largest shareholders of the company. Obviously, we are heavily incentivized to drive this company forward in a successful way. But having said that, we are very proud to have very good institutional investors. We have US Global out of the US. We've got Sprott Asset Management out of Toronto. We also have Earth Resource Investment out of Zug, Switzerland, Eric.
Fantastic. So that sounds like a good group of investors. What I like really is the fact that you guys have 30% with the company, and I think you paid for that, right? It was not given to you as a Christmas present.
We paid a lot of years of our work, all the money we had, but more importantly, all the love, you know?
Okay, super. Perfect. Yeah, Jose, thank you very much for the insight in your company. And yeah, look forward to see you guys producing actually more than this year, of course. And as you please bring your expansion forward, that would be great. And yeah, wish you all the best for that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jochen. Have a good day.
Thank you, you too. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Precious Metals Summit virtual in Zurich here. This was Silver X Mining, Jose Garcia, the CEO, who gave us an insight for the first time here at Commodity TV in his company. And yeah, quite interesting. They are really enlarging now from 600 tons per day to 720 tons per day, $9 million in the bank, low debt situation, and fantastic shareholders like US Global, Earth Resources, and many more. But also the management has 30%, which we really appreciate because they sit then with the shareholders in one boat. They have skin in the game. And I would suggest you check out this company. Thanks for watching us, and bye-bye from Switzerland.